So in this video, I'm going to do a real quick thing here explaining how to change out the decal on these pre-lit Arcade1up machines. I'm converting this Golden Tee to a Caddyshack Golden Tee reskin. Nothing changes, it's just a reskin to make it fancier, make it fit in more with my 80s arcade. So this came from a guy, Tyler. I think his company is Arcade Graphics, and this is a kit he makes. So this is a translucent decal. When you get it, he sent two in case I didn't have a light up marque. So this is a regular decal, and then the translucent was on here. Originally, obviously it was this Golden Tee Arcade Classic thing on there. So to change this out, what you need to do is you need to take a very sharp razor, and you need to very carefully, I've already done it so I can't show you, but you need to get under, very carefully get under the decal. It took me a couple minutes to actually get the blade tip to pick at the edge of the decal, because you don't want to damage what's behind here. So what's behind here, once you get it picked, you can just pull it and the decal just pulls off. It's just a printed sheet of plastic, thin plastic. There's no adhesive on it. So when you peel this off, the adhesive is on the plastic panel that's here. The plastic panel is not clear plastic, it's opaque plastic. Not white, it's opaque. If you don't know what opaque is going to be the same plastic I used when I did this treasure hunt topper. So it looks white, but it's translucent. If you were to use just white, you wouldn't get the color bleed through, wouldn't work. So it's white, but it's not as concentrated. Anyway, so that's what's actually behind these stickers on these pre-lit Arcade1up machines. Now, when you peel this film off, this plastic film, the adhesive will be on here. And obviously, the new translucent decal also has adhesive on it. So what I ended up doing was I took a spray bottle with a little bit of soap in it, very little bit, and sprayed it on the back of the new decal. And you want to put a towel down or something, and then put it on there as best I could, and then pulled it and pushed it where I needed it to go. The little bit of water, soapy water you're spraying on there, what it's going to do is it's going to stop the adhesive from sticking to the adhesive temporarily. Once you get it where you want it to be, you need to take a squeegee. I use the one that's got the cloth on the back of it so I don't scratch anything. And then you're just going to squeegee the water out. Start in the middle, work out to the sides. You want to pre-fit this before you put it up here, because this one had an 1/8 to 1/4 excess at one end of the decal. So you want to figure out which end of the decal you want to be able to butt up to the machine and which end you want to trim off excess. So you're going to butt up one end, align it, squeegee it out, and then when you get it squeegeed out, you take the plastic end and you're going to push it tight into the corner, and then you're just going to go back with a sharp razor blade on an angle and just go right down the corner like that, very carefully, and then you'll peel off the excess piece. throw it in the trash. There's also a little bit of excess top and bottom on this particular one. The top, I trimmed some already. You can take and line up one edge. That way you only need to trim the top, or you only need to trim the bottom. And what I suggest is waiting a day or two, let this water completely dry out of here, and then you can take the blade and extend it out pretty far and get it down under, get it to cut in. Once you cut it in, you want it, I do it so it's laying flat on here on top of the marquee, and just saw it back and forth, very slow and careful. You want to wait till after the water is dried out. That way this is stuck real good, because if you're trying to cut it and it's not stuck really good, like right now, you end up like with this, where I'm still going to have to go back and retrim it. It's not a big deal, but it's just, you know, try to save you a step. But that's how I changed out this decal on here, so I can reskin this cabinet. These decals, when you peel them off the backer, they are very static electric. They're very staticky. Obviously, somehow, between me peeling it off and getting it put up here, I got trash on the back of the decal. And so you can see, somehow, you can see how I somehow got a little bit of dirt behind there. Now, this, like this here, that's water. So that will go away. Because once this dries, you want to re-squeegee it, and it'll push down. So any water that did get trapped under there, it's going to go away. I'm not sure really anything else that you can do as far as making this job easier or better other than that. So again, you're going to take a razor, you're going to very carefully start somewheres, and you're going to get between the old film and the opaque plastic that's behind here. You're going to peel it off, and then take your new decal, spray the back with some soapy water, line it up on one end, line it up on the bottom, you know, get it all on there, and then squeegee it out, and then cut off your excess on the end. And then after this dries for a couple days, you'll go back and cut off the excess on the top. That way it's not trying to peel while you're trying to cut it. I'm just trying to be extremely careful because, again, it's wintertime now, the heat's on, so the house is kind of dry. But there's a lot of static electricity when you peel, a lot of static when you peel it off of that backer. And it'll just freaking pull dirt in, I guess, or off of your shirt or whatever. But that is how you do these decals on the pre-lits. So if you say you wanted to redo your outrun decal, or that, I don't know about this Pac-Man Galaga. But the outrun decal is the same. Simpsons is the same style. Tron is the same style. Some of these are, Tempest is the same style. But other ones I have here, ones that didn't light up and I lit them. So ones like this, I assume they come off, but I'm not going to say that they do. As far as this sticker, because I don't know if it's the same opaque plastic behind there or if it's something else, because it's extremely flimsy. So I'm not so sure if you can change those out without damaging what's behind it. The Ridge Racer is another factory one that is the same as the Golden Tee. So hopefully this helps somebody. Like and subscribe.